Have you ever wondered about the man who held nearly a quarter of the world's landmass in the palm of his hand? A man whose name echoed from the shores of the Pacific to the heart of Europe. This isn't a fantasy tale. It's the incredible true story of Genghis Khan. But what many people do I know is that the story of his emperor's peak is also the beginning of its inevitable fall. Let's dive into how the most powerful man in history built an empire that would ultimately crumble. Born as Temujin into a world of constant tribal conflict, his early life was anything but easy. His father was poisoned, his family was abandoned, and he was even captured and enslaved. But these hardships didn't break him. They forged him. Through sheer will, strategic genius, and an unmatched ability to unite warring tribes, Temujin transformed himself into Genghis Khan, the universal ruler of the Mongols. His military tactics were revolutionary. He used disciplined cavalry, innovative siege warfare, and psychological tactics that made his armies seem unstoppable. He created a communication network, the Yam, that could relay messages faster than any other system in the world. He established a written language for his people and a code of law, the Yasa, that promoted trade, protected property, and created a sense of order across his vast domain. In just a few decades, he built the largest contiguous land empire in human history. It was a marvel of organization and power, a testament to one man's vision. But here's the twist. The very thing that made the Mongol Empire so mighty, under Genghis Khan, was also its greatest weakness. The empire was built on conquest and loyalty to him personally. He was the glue that held it all together. He divided his empire among his 4 sons, hoping they would continue his legacy and work together. He advised them, if you each try to break a single arrow, it will snap easily, but if you bundle them together, they cannot be broken. It was a powerful lesson in unity. However, after Genghis Khan's passing, the arrows began to splinter, while his immediate successors, like his son Ogedei, continued the expansion. The unity he had preached began to fray. The vast empire was simply too large and too diverse to be governed by one central authority without a figure as commanding as its founder. The rivalries between his sons and grandsons, each wanted to be the great Khan, leading to internal power struggles and civil wars. The empire fractured into 4 separate khanates: the Golden Horde in the northwest, the El Khanate in the southwest, the Chagatai Khanate in Central Asia, and the Yuan dynasty in the east, which included China. These khanates eventually became independent empires of their own. They adopted local customs, religions, and languages. The Mongol who ruled Persia became more Persian, and the Mongol who ruled China became more Chinese. The single, unified Mongol identity that Genghis Khan had so carefully constructed began to dissolve. The legendary Yam system broke down. Trade routes became less secure, and the military might that once acted as a single fist was now 4 separate fingers pointing in different directions. So, how did the most powerful man in history fall? In a way, he didn't. His physical body passed, but his empire's fall wasn't a single event. It was a slow, gradual unraveling, a consequence of its own massive success. The very seeds of its division were sown in its creation. It's a fascinating paradox. The empire was too big to fail under its creator, but too big to succeed without him. The story of Genghis Khan isn't just about conquest. It's a timeless lesson on leadership, unity, and the incredible challenge of making a legacy last forever. What do you think was the biggest factor in the empire's decline? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this journey into history, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this one.